Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Global Offensive Champions League. We're into what is personally my most exciting match of the night and probably of the event. It's probably the only map the UK will play. No, I'm joking, obviously, but this is Infused versus Venatores, or Venatores. That would make sense, Venatores. And the UK versus the Polish. Obviously, I'm from the UK. I'm a big fan of UK CS when we do win stuff. So never. So I'm hoping to see something interesting, but this is Cash as the best of one. Was in the last match of the first round of 16 in the bracket. So obviously single elimination, loser of this goes home, and this is going to be on Cash as well. So UK versus Poland. And straight into the pistol, we're going to see Venatores on this T side, pushing fast into the A side. Luz, he is going to be leading this one. Destra as well coming out through main, and it's going to be the split onto the side. We have Cryptix and Sliggy towards the back, and Sliggy holding off. Mole's going to get the first kill over in mid, and Sliggy actually holding down quite well. 2 kills, 3! Sliggy! That is disgusting. Infused going to pick up that pistol, and a 1-0 just straight off the bat there as Venatores yet to have a response. That's a good start. Woo! UK, let's go. I'd love to see Infused win this event, although as unlikely as that is. However, I mean, you know, they're coming into this matchup as the overdogs, at least this map. It depends who they get paired with in the future, in the quarters. I need to have a look. But yeah, I mean, they should be able to pick up this one on paper. However, the UK can be extremely inconsistent in terms of not being tilted, but they are going to be playing for a retake on the A site here. Venator is setting up for a bit of a fast play. Bomb's going to be going down as well, but they do have all the rifles left on the Infused side to get this retake going. Venatores obviously have Tech 9, it's going to be great for run and gun, but maybe not as well for post plant, as M4's may reign supreme over that, although these close range engagements going to favour stuff like that. Dark, 2 kills, PT50 is out, already the diffuser is going to be on, but Cryptix is jumping right off as he gets shot in the face. It's all on, well, Boaster, but he gets shot in the back by Neeks, and there we go, that's what we're talking about. That's the Venatores lineup with those Tech 9s making that run and gun play, picking up that second round as well. So Infused, they could force up in retaliation to this one. It seems like they will. They're going to bring in some pistols, some armor as well. Full Deagle play apart from Smooya on that 5-7. And yeah, I mean, just as an example of the UK scene, this lineup switched about a couple of hours ago before the game. So originally it was meant to be, instead of Boaster, Aaron, and instead of Sliggy, Neil, M, the Irish IGL at least, or, you know, he has a few roles, but that was supposed to be the lineup, but that's switched for whatever reason. Who knows, really? I'm not going to even make a guess on that, but yeah, I mean, it's a lot of when you get into these matches, you see a lot of pug tier matches, especially from the UK teams. It's a lot of pugging, and while they may have great individual players and aimers, it's at the end of the day the lack of teamwork that is one of the reasons that the UK struggle so much. And solo push from Sliggy, I'm not sure if I like it. He doesn't have a teammate to trade him out. He does get a bit of information on the whereabouts of these T's, but they are just holding back mainly passively as they head in towards B. Coming in through the vents as well, splitting in through B main. It's going to be the mid control that works out in their favour. Neek's going for that alongside his team, and we have only two CTs to hold this one down. Bosa's towards the back of the site with the Deagle. We have Mole as well in position, but Bosa's just going to be eliminated straight off the bat. Mole yet to get a refrag. The smoke going to disallow him from doing so, and Venatores, the bomb will be going down the site. Neeks follows up. And that will just be 2 players remaining for Infused. Unlikely, really, that they're going to be able to pull anything out of this. So much utility left on the side of Venatores. It is going to likely be the second round for them as well. So the force buy working out in terms of picking up their buy as well. And Infused, they are going to have to go for the save here. Bring these guns into the next round. It will just be the eco before they go for their buy as well. So you can't really expect too much. But only 1 eco is going to be required of this one, as the loss bonus is built up a little bit here. They're going to be on 1900 after this and 2400 after, so they're going to have about 4k, assuming they invest into maybe a P250 in one of these rounds. So that's probably going to be it. Save comes in, and Venator is not going to be chasing this one down either. So round going to go to the Poles. But let's see what the UK invest. I'd like to see nothing except maybe a P250 on Boaster, or a drop from one of these players with a little bit more money. For example, Cryptix, he's going to drop his Deagle and stick with the P250. Okay, cool. That makes sense. Other than that, no real investment here. He has a bit of spare money, so it's fair enough. And the rest of them, they're just going to be playing safe with these USPs, waiting for the buy up in the next round. And Venatores, they have got this fast mid play going on. Neeks is going to be leading this one. Got to be careful though. These pistols can be good at a close range, although the Eagles, pretty versatile weapons anyway. Venatores just holding off for the CT aggression, expecting it. They know who they're up against, and Boaster's going to be giving it to them. Gets caught out by Destro, and I mean, looking at this lineup, with a couple of exceptions, these are some of, obviously not all, but some of the best players the UK has to offer. You look at players like Smooya, Cryptix, Boaster, definitely some talented individual players. And Sticky more into the observing now, I guess, so I'm not sure how much practice he's getting in CS anymore. And Mo, a bit of an old timer, he can still hold his own, yes, but you know, there are a lot of you know, individual young new talents in the UK scene. Smooya being one of them, recently kind of stepping out of the woodwork, and he also played for Flipside at the iBuy Powerland recently in place of Electronic, I think. No, yes, someone definitely. So yeah, there are some good individual players, but it does come down a lot to the lack of teamwork that is a bit of an issue behind the UK side. I honestly feel like if you put UK players who would cooperate together, and that's a hard one anyway, with a decent coach, like a top tier coach, I think you can get something decent out of it. But it is going to be the round regardless to Venatores. Mole keeping on to this Deagle hit. It's not going to be chased down. We do have one player close in middle, but should just be able to get away with this one and connect it. Ooh, no. Post round time too short for that. Infused, they are going to be up on this buy here. They have obviously full rifles coming out. No AWP in play for them, as they don't even have the ability to go for that with a glass cannon. And Venatores, they are going to be going for this full buy once again here. T side, 4 AKs. Famus left on Destru, saved from the previous buy, and obviously Infused, they've got to utilise a bit of their utility to stop some of this fast play coming out from Venatores, which will be coming through. Straight onto the boost is going to be Luz, and he's going to be looking for an early pick, but Sliggy, great position there. Going to turn away from the flash, peeks out into it. They don't even notice him, and he gets 2 kills because of it. His teammate Mole follows up in middle, and Dark will fall, so Venatores already in this full buy round. They are going to be losing out on 3 players straight off the bat. Last 2 completely separated as well. One is over towards B, the other one over towards A. Not going to be able to trade, and Boaster, another nice shot to take down Minio, leaving just Neeks here. But again, this is just another kind of unnecessary boost. Little stuff like that, which can just kind of be worked out. You don't need this. It's going to work, yes. No, it's not. It's unnecessary. Now you've lost 2 rifles. Now you're going to have a struggle to buy up utility in the next round. This is just going to be me critiquing, I think, the whole game. But yeah, I mean, Neeks, he's not going to win this round at the end of the day, but you just threw away 2 deaths that you really didn't need to. Play safe. You know, Smooya's death kind of allowed Neeks to go for that second pick on the A site and get the second pick. And now look at the money on the UK side. Yes, they've got the full buy. Utility going to be limited on both Sliggy and Mole, though, because they've had to drop. And no AWP in play either. A bit unnecessary, that's all I'm saying. But that's, again, something you can work on. We do have Venatores still committing to this buy, though. Their money is not completely over just yet. They have a bit left in the reserves with a bomb plant and a loss. I mean, no, they still won't get a buy up unless they want to commit to a little bit of a quasi, maybe. But at the end of the day, Infused have already lost out a lot of damage onto Mole. That AWP will come into complete damage, down to 17 HP on him. As Venatores, they're set up mainly outside of this B site, although it is a bit of a default. The bomb is still over towards middle. It could go either way. They have this squeaky and made control, but the bomb's going to be making its way back towards the A site as I speak. So coming up through squeaky, we obviously have Luz here over towards this main area, and already 2 players over towards B for the Venatores side. I'm not too sure what they're trying to accomplish with this one. Maybe a bit of a fake with some Molotovs, some smokes and flashes. Assuming these CTs don't rotate too early, though, it's going to be a bit fruitless. The boost is going to go off over towards middle, though, and Minio, he's going to be up. Going for that chase up towards highway as we see the bomb make its way back towards B. So no, it isn't going to be an A. They've rotated. That mid player is going to be coming in through vents here, and we are going to have Dark as well making his way with the bomb back through B main. Infused, a couple of players to defend. They've rotated another in. They have Mole and Boaster, but already in the CT spawn is going to be Smooya. The smoke's not perfect. He can sneak through it, but Neeks catches him off guard. Luz takes down Sliggy, and Boaster on top of the site. He's very tagged up, and he gets himself one. It's all on Mole here. He has to wait for his teammate to rotate in. He gets some damage off, finds a kill as well, but now they know where he is. He has to get the reload in as well. M4A1S, low ammo. He's going to have to re-peek as well. Takes another as they're chasing him down. Deagle out. He taps away but not able to secure it. Cryptix is going to be back in for the rotation, but the bomb, it's yet to go down. 8 seconds. He could deny the plant, but it's just going to go down with a couple of seconds left. He peeks in, but Neeks is ready for it. It will be the kill for Venatores in the round as well, as a 4-2 coming into play. And in views, they are going to get reset now to the loss bonus being put down to 1400, and they have nothing to work with here. No money at all. Bit of a quasi could come through from Boaster at least, who can invest, but that is the only player with any kind of fat stacks on the Infused side. As Venatores, they are going to be just playing safe on the full rifles, not wanting to pull out a Mac 10 to at least counter these armorless players. Just gonna play the rifles, which is fair enough. Obviously, hoping to not lose any players in this round, but we have got a bit of pistol investment from Infused, meaning that maybe a pick from the CT side is possible. Cryptics though, going to be spotted out over towards A, caught out on that upper position. Minio's going to get that entry, not going to commit with the A push, just playing it safe after finding that pick. Although Sticky walking back into it, that's clever from Minio. Bates closed the door and then opens it up when Sticky repositions. The Molotov going out into the sandbags as well, but no CTs are going to be positioned there. There's Smoothie towards that close mid position, but no one's going to be coming through. Boaster's over towards B with a bit of a double setup with Mole as well supporting, but right now, Infused is just waiting for the rotations from Venatores before they commit to a site. It seems that Smoothie is pushed up, and this is clever. We're on this eco. He can afford to do this. He could even do this on a Byron, to be honest, because they are in a 3v5, but they will be a little bit more aware of it. Destru holding the angle. Boaster gets himself a Deeg on the site, but Mole going to get away with just a USB here, trying to find something on the exit, but Destru takes him down. So Venatores 5-2, and Infused back on their buy. Or so it would seem. No, it would not seem. Quasi-buy. Buy down to 2k, maybe 2.5. Yeah, they don't even need to invest too fully. I'm surprised Boaster didn't buy up, something else, maybe a shotgun, maybe a Mag 7, or even another scout to follow up with Smoothie. But no, just go for the safe play. A bit of a unnecessary buy from Smoothie with this scout, because the thing is, now he's down to 1600. After this round, they're going to get 2400, so he'll be up to 4k, and that's it. And he's already lost out on it. So 4k is not really enough to go for a full buy with nades, armor, everything. He's going to have to go to body armor if he wants to buy an M4. And he won't get any nades, he'll get one smoke or a flashbang or whatever. So really not great. Bit unnecessary. But this is the kind of stuff when I talk about when I say little problems that some of these players have in terms of their buys, their positioning, and things they need to work on. But pistols out, unlikely to get anything with this one. Minio's going to clean up Boaster, and Mole just saves his scout. That's good. That means maybe Smoothie can get a little bit more if he saves onto it. But you can see already his teammates told him not to go for the save. He pushes back in and gets caught out as well. So it's going to be a 6-2. Buy up coming from Infused, and yeah, as I said on Smoothie, body armor, M4, one flashbang. He's going to drop it over. Actually, okay, no, I like this. Okay, I'll take back my argument, because Boaster's dropped him the AWP, and he's allowed to go for nades as well. So now, Smoothie's on an AWP with just a flashbang, which makes sense, but you don't want that on a rifle player. Double AWP, however, pulled out for Infused. I mean, that was the strategy all along, and not a last-minute call. I like what Smoothie was doing, but, it does depend, and it really does depend, and we are never to know. Double up, one on either side of the map. None in mid. They've got the rifles for that, and obviously, their mid control is kind of relaxed here, as it's just on Mole to kind of peek back and forth between it. Or Smoothie though may find the angle. Next, he's going to walk into it, takes that kill. Another man of advantage in the way of the Infused side. Going to go for a bit of a re-peek as well. There's another player over towards that Chuckers area, or Vents toxic area, but he re-peeks back in, gets the tag off anyway. 9 HP left against 1 on Destru. Should be saving this gun now and just playing passive. Allows teammates to do the damage if that player does continue to push up towards B, but in the meantime, Venatores, they're putting the pressure themselves onto mid. Early bit of a push going down. Mole's going to be over in main as well, and he's pushed himself very heavily down. This could catch a player off guard. Dark going to drop. He's going to hear that noise, but just playing passively here. He doesn't need to rotate anymore. He now knows this has got to be a B-Tech. Where's the rotation though? Cryptics needs to go back towards B. Smoothie is going to be needing that site as well, as it's clear with 40 seconds left. Venatores are hitting B, and we're going to see these rotations as well. Smoothie with 9 HP, still able to capitalise. Takes that AWP kill as well. Tries to follow up through the smoke, but unable to. Cryptics going to be on that M4. Molotov goes down on the site, but the smoke's not going to land perfectly here for the CT side. There's still Boaster on the site to deal with. He doesn't get any. Oh, sorry, he gets 2. Trey comes out, and it's all going to be on Luz. Now 1 versus 2, as he finds himself another couple as well. But Bomb yet to go down here, as he just finds himself in a good position to try and get that plant. 15 seconds left. He's going to be chasing. He needs to get this plant, but Mole going to be chasing him down. Nice work from Boaster though, holding on to the site. Going to be able to secure him the round. And Infused, they get themselves 3, but they can't afford a reset here from Venatores. Still maintaining this double up, not losing those guns as well, which is also important for the Infused side. They're going to keep a little bit of economy on the high in Venatores. Of course, they've still got to buy up, but this will be their last one unless they can reset the economy back down to 1400 for the Infused side. Which is always possible. Oh, but not with that kind of damage. Minio down to 20. Straight through the door over on Squeaky. That's not a good way to start, and Cryptics kicking it off. on the plus side for Infused. But I like this angle from Mole. You don't really see this being pulled out too often as well. Hiding just under that pipe. Huh. Could work out for him as well. I mean, I haven't really seen this being pulled out too much, but the thing is, if you position your gun to face towards that exit out of the garage, anyone above you can look down and see that barrel. But regardless, a minute on the clock. Venatores yet to make any full commitment to a site here or any significant real estate either. They're going to be working their way back up towards A, it seems, setting up for this smoke take just outside of main. As you can see, they're going to be going down. In terms of control on A, we just have Cryptics and Sliggy. And they're just going to be holding off. Cryptics on the site, a lot of pressure on him. Sliggy as well, playing for that retake with the AWP, but he may push back in just to deny these close angle players. But the smokes, they're going to be going completely over here for Venatores. He repositions. Cryptics though, spray down 2. Neeks trades. That's a nice start there for Infused, but they have to finish it off. It's not necessarily the round secure for them. Lux is 12 HP though, so that's another positive in the way of the CT side, but the double up may not be the best kind of weaponry to go for this retake here. Lux is going to be going for that fight, but just hiding back as he realises he's low. It's going to be Mole to push himself right back in with Bosa supporting as well. The orb going to be posted up. Mole going to get caught between 2 angles. Destru takes him down. Neeks is so low, and Sliggy's going to be able to capitalise with the AWP. 2 players left here for the T side, and Venatores just waiting down the time, trying to force these CT players out of the back of the site, but Lux is going to be pushing it forward. Aggressively takes himself one. Smooya trades. It's all on Destru. Gets himself another headshot onto Bosa, and now it's all on Smooya. The UK star pushes in and gets the orb shot as well. That'll be Infused to take the round 4-6. And Smooya keeps it alive with just enough time for that defuse as well. But now Venatores, they did get the bomb down, so they're going to be investing into this one. They've got a few pistols. They've got an AK and Destru as well. Not the best buy by any means, but they can definitely make it work with some kind of fast A play here. We have Infused. Going to be on that ball by. Nice work from Smooya. Oh, he gets caught out exiting the door. That's going to be the trade going back in the way of the T's, and they'll capitalise as well. Pistols out, running towards the site. Run and gun from Luz. He lands another. Sliggy trades from the forklift, but he is the snake in the grass here. They have to clear him out, and he's going to just be jump spotting on top of the site here as Venatores yet to get this bomb down. Infused, their aim is to try and deny this, but they're holding on to the angle. Sliggy, he's looking like he's going to peek, and he will. Actually benefits him very, very close though, and Destru, he's going to go down as well. Sliggy, massive round. 3 kills for him. I was mentioning maybe he won't be prepared for this matchup, but it seems like he definitely is. 5 rounds for Infused. They're coming back into this one, and Venatores, yes, they are now able to buy without that bomb plant. It will be an okay buy as well, but Infused, they are going to be leading in terms of economy, but for how long? And a fast mid play coming out from Venatores as well. Going to be boosted straight up here. We have obviously a bit of control from Smooya, but he's going to get spammed through the smoke. Gets himself one. That's a 1-for-1. Not the best position, but it's still, at least he's not going down without a trade. It's going to be Mole as well over towards B. Team flash from to take down Knees. And Dark coming in through the vents. Mole, what are you doing? He doesn't check it. He goes down, but Boaster, that's very intelligent. Quick on that trade. Now Dark is down, and it's a 2v3. And Infused, they have this man advantage, but they do have to worry for these 2 players over in middle. They don't really realise where they are. And Sliggy, he was very exposed in there to the connector player, or in connected to the player on the boost, Destru, but Venatores not going to be able to find a pick. Now we just need to see Infused playing slow and passive. They don't need to get any aggression out. They don't need to push up for information, try and catch them on the rotation. They just need to hold on to the sites, take the man advantage in their favour. And while there is only 1 player towards A, Cryptics, he's definitely the man you want to hold out this position if they do so commit to it. It seems that they will. Luz pushing himself in through main, Destru coming in through middle as well, and Sliggy, he's already aware of the potential to split in through connector to go either for a late A or B play, but Luz, he's going to be coming in through Cryptics. He's spotted out towards the back of the site. Now we see a rotation. Sliggy going to be coming back in through the connector. Cryptics, he has to hold on. He just has to bide his time. They don't have any Molotovs to force him out of position. He's just having to waste. As 30 seconds is left, we've already seen Sliggy rotate, but Boaster as well is going to be pushed up on the flank. Cryptics doesn't have to do anything here as the pressure is on Sliggy to get that first kill. Destru now alone with 20 seconds. The bomb's going to be dropped on the site, and he knows where Sliggy is as well. Going to be chasing him down. Gets that kill, but now they both know where he is. 15 seconds left. He needs to get this plant on, but Bosa's going to be coming in through main to get that kill. Nice work there from Infused, and that's exactly the prime time to rotate. As soon as as soon as Cryptics realised there were players coming up through A main and highway, he sits, he hides towards the back of the site, and Bosa just fully rotates round. Perfect from Infused. glad to see them not falter in that round. It should have been an easy one, and they did make it easy, so they are going to get away with it with the buy again into the next round. And Venatores back on these pistols. They seem to like they're investing, but this time it makes sense. The max loss bonus is going to be out here after 4-round deficit, so at 5 it'll be at 3,400, and they're going to have the pistols, so they're going to have plenty of money for the next round anyway, regardless of what they invest. And Infused losing a lot of health on Smooya, who's actually not armoured up into this round again, as they didn't retrieve this double AWP from the previous, only a single on Sliggy. But Venatores, I mean, we've seen them win these kind of force buy rounds with the pistols and the armour and the Tech 9s especially, but can they capitalise and do it again? They're going to be setting up towards this A site. There's only one lone defender, Cryptics as per usual. Smooya as well is going to be over towards that middle area, so he can rotate back in and get that pick off through the cross if they don't smoke it, but they do have a smoke to work with. He's going to back off safely there, as Minio almost peeks out into middle. He's going to be working his way towards the highway, and Smooya not having this information. Oh dear, Smooya, he's got to react, he's got to stop this player, peeks out, got to catch him as well, key shot. Cryptics now has to deal with this push. Already rotation from Sliggy there with the M4, but Cryptics has to hold this down. He goes to the spray, lands himself one, goes in for a bit more, that's 2, almost a 3rd, but he runs out of ammo. Cryptics going to get overrun, and now Sliggy coming back in with a kill of his own, but no Dark, he denies it. Although Smooya, he's not allowing a bomb plant here as he takes down Dark, leaving it all on Neeks. No utility to allow him to pick up that bomb. He's just going to have to go for these aim battles, but with 26 seconds he has a little bit of time to get himself another kill, and Smooya very exposed, got to go down as well. Bit unnecessary there, but it's understandable trying to hold off onto that bomb to disallow the bomb plant. Neeks pushing back out again. We've got to see these two CTs play in unison here, because Neeks, he may have this one in the bag if he plays it right. Bomb going to be going down. Now we see Mole flashing himself over. Bose is going to be pushing with the flash, wrapping himself around the back of the site, but Mole instead gets a kill. It's going to be safe. Even if Neeks got that kill, Bo still would have been right on the flank to trade that one out. So good setup from Infused. Venatores, a very nice force buy round, or at least quasi, in getting the bomb down and getting 3 kills. Lots of economical damage, but they are going to go for their buy now nonetheless, especially with the bomb plant allowing them a little bit more money into this round. So it's going to be the full buy. AKs and the AWP as well going to be pulled out if they do need it so on Neeks. Clearly making that decision now, and they will pull it. So yeah, AWP in play. And Infused, they are leading this one. I mean, after a bit of a stunning start from Venatores, that's 5 in a row for the Infused. If they can keep this going for the rest of the half, we're likely to see a 9-6. It's only going to require one more buy round. As Venatores, if they don't get the bomb down in this round, they are going to be on a force for the last, with only about 4k at very max. Or 4,400 at max, but a minimum of, well, 3,550 without a kill. But at least we're not seeing Infused get too aggressive, too antsy, and pushing up here. They are just playing passive, and you can see Venatores. I don't know if it's them kind of reading the situation as guys. These guys are UK. They always push. It's a common stereotype, holding W, etc. And they are just playing so passive, expecting this play. But Infused, I like how they're playing. This is how you're supposed to play Counter-Strike a lot of the time. And when Venatores aren't giving away anything, you can kind of tell that they are going to be playing a passive default here, and Infused is just playing this one safe. So at least keeping this man advantage, or at least equal man power, late into this round with 50 seconds left. Now Venatores have realised, and they have to hit towards his site. 2 players coming in through Squeaky. Bomb going to be making its way through main, but Infused, they haven't even used all their utility. They're going to have plenty to deny this push, and that Molotov going out towards Squeaky door as well. Cryptics following up with an HG, and Venatores, they're already starting to back off here as they may hit towards this B site. We already see the Molotov being placed in, but the bomb, it's still outside of A. They haven't committed yet. It's a fake. It's trying to force rotations. Infused, they can't afford to go this. They haven't even seen the bomb yet, and Cryptics is already backing off towards a car. There's only Sliggy to defend. This is the kind of situation you should not want to be in with 15 seconds left. Venatores, they have pressure on them to get the bomb down, but Sliggy is going to have to defend. Snuck out. Luz gets that kill, and it's all on Cryptics to defend A, but Neeks, he has that AWP, he has the cross. Minio, meanwhile, going to be able to get himself another pick. Destru following up. This is just shambles here for Infused. They've rotated too early, and they're losing out their players on that fake. It's going to be a 2 versus 4, and they don't think they even know which site the bomb's going to be down on as well, as they start to push in towards B. Unless they're going for this save on this round, which would make sense. Yeah, no, they're going for the save. They are shot, just to clarify. That's okay. But it's going to be the round going to Venatores. A really clever setup from Venatores with that fake, but Infused just moving their players off of A little bit too fast there without any bomb spot. But with 3 players putting nades into the site, you can hardly blame them there. They should have probably rotated maybe a mid player back off, but at the end of the day, Venatores are going to finally get themselves back on the board with 7 rounds on this T side. But again, it's an equal map. You know, it doesn't matter too much to Infused that at least they're going to take 7 or maybe even 8 rounds. It's a very equal map, and it does come down to the teams a lot of the time. If Infused do have a good T side, which they typically do, they should be okay in cleaning up this map. So yeah, you can't count them out just yet. But Venatores, they're heading in towards this middle area. We have a fast play. Smooya's going to catch out that first as well. Or Flash goes over, he goes in for a little bit more, trying to get himself a double man advantage, but not going to be provided anything here as he backs off safely towards the site. It's going to be the man advantage at least to some extent, but Mole may be caught out here. He's going to make the drop noise now. Luz, he must know he's in this position, right? But he's already got the crossfire from Boaster going to be set up. Double play there. Boaster's going to get the kill. Mole pushes up. They don't expect that. He retrieves an AK, but maybe a little bit too preemptively as he goes down to Destru. It's going to be Boaster on the site as well, with 2 players pushing back in. Still back in this close position. There's no way they'll be expecting this one. Destru gets a nade in his face, but it's not much damage. Oh, that's a key shot you can't miss, Snakes. Going to miss out Smooya, making his way to the site. And I like how Infused at least playing this passively. Cryptix doesn't need to push into vents. He just has to hold for the counter boost if it does come through, because it's very likely. And Slicky holding the outside for a rotation, but maybe a little bit too up close and personal here with the Deagle. Wants to take that range, would be safer. Neeks, they're trying to run boost. They're going to cross. Oh, Smooya! He's nuts! He's nuts! Smooya! He gets both kills. Infused, they're going to pick up that half, 8-7 in their favour. And Venatores, they try and go for the run boost, but it will fail. Chat. Going to be going into the second half though. Straight into the pistol round here. See if Infused can close out this map, or if Venatores are going to have the comeback. But into the second half, into the pistol, and Venatores are going to be on this one kit player, 4 armor players, Infused, a raid boss on Smooya, exactly who you want to give it to, him or Cryptix at least, and a smoke on Mole, just for a bit of utility to go alongside that Tech 9 that he brought out. Mole not really having the game of his life, to be honest. And actually, oh, well, no, I haven't noticed a lot of his frags, but he's going 10-7, that's decent. I'd say Cryptix would be one of those players where the kills have really kind of been very obvious, and Sliggy, but Cryptix is actually at the bottom, although they are kind of really not too spaced out very far apart, all around 4 kills between each other. But anyway, fast pushing to B from Infused. First kill coming out from Cryptix, the aforementioned man getting himself Minio down, but they're not holding on to this heaven area, and that's why you need a smoke for that position, but instead being used towards CT safely, and it is going to be a 3v3 as Dark comes back in with a kill from the heavens, but a rotation in through vents here. They've got to watch out for that. That's Luz to come in, and Boaster going to spot him out. Luz looking for this pick, trying to find it, but Boaster going to be able to secure it. Now it's a 2v3, and these CTs have a lot more pressure on them than they did previously. Cryptix is on the site. We have one pushing in through upper, one pushing in through lower. Boaster gets caught out, very tagged up, but Cryptix gets a kill. It's all on Destru. 2 players peeking him, now 3. He has to back off, and he doesn't really have much time as well. Kit's going to be dropped in the centre of the site, comes in with a headshot onto Cryptix, but Mole is going to step up for the team. Massive frag there to secure the round there for Infused, and a 9-7 as Venatores, their money obviously going to be now going into that force buy. So we do see the pistols out. We have a UMP on Luz after getting a little bit more investment here on the CT side, but Infused, they're playing this for a bit of a risk play. They've got the triple SMG buy, which can work out very well if you can pick up that first anti-eco or anti-force and then spray down the armorless players in the 3rd round. You know, it's hard because sometimes Venatores, if they get a couple of kills, they can buy up a scout that could be perfect up against an MP7. That's not going to be the most long range. There's loads of variables that you've got to take into account. So that's why I like the 3 rifle buys, 2 SMG buys far more. But I mean, it could go either way right now. Infused hitting in towards middle. They have this boost on Smooya. He has a Galil in his hand as well. But no Venatores players playing these long range engagements. We have Destru just spotting out towards middle, but he's also playing highway, so he can just back off and situate over towards the A site if need be. The real mid player is Dark, but he's already in a position where he can back off. And yeah, just pointing out that Molotov a little bit broken. Counter strike for you. Now, Infused trying to work their way up into vents. That's going to be Boaster. Dark spots him out. Information gain, but no kill. Bomb in the meantime making its way towards A, so it's not even fully telegraphed. You can already see that they're thinking it may be a bit of a B play, but as some exposure is shown towards this A site from the terrorists, the CTs are going to start to realise Luz in this close angle, exactly where the UMP is going to be perfect for, and they need to check this one. Otherwise, he's going to go massive. Sliggy goes down. He tries to follow up with the same spray, reconverts, and takes down Mole as well. Runs out of ammo. Cryptics will trade, but the pistol is still close, and Dark, he's in prime position, catches out with a bomb. Going to be able to drop it as well, and with 20 seconds left, Boaster, surely there's no way he can get back into this round. There's not. Dark closes it out. Massive round for him, and Venatores, they bring it back with that force by 9-8. Infused just leaving it a little bit too late there in that round. An Infused counter-forcing, I mean, I understand the double eco's coming through, but it's probably not going to be able to yield too much here, as Venatores have 2 rifles, 3 proper SMGs, 3 UMPs. Yeah, that's the kind of buy I like. If Infused went for a triple UMP buy, that's the only triple SMG I like, or at least 2 UMPs and an MP7 or a back 10 or whatever you want. That works, but 3 random SMGs with only 1 UMP at max, it's just it's never a good idea. But a slow round here from Infused. They're looking for picks with these pistols. The Deegs are going to be made for that exact situation, but nothing will be providing itself towards them. Smooya's on that scout as well, so the Orping God. Boaster, though, however, he is going to be pushed up towards upper mid. I think he's dropped that scout. Yeah, he has dropped that scout for Smooya. Dark, though, not peeking into this one, just holding, again, the same passive angle that he did in the force buy round in the previous one. Boaster is pushed up, though. If they can flash themselves in, they could take down Dark and grab themselves back an AK in their hands, which could be a great weapon to add to their repertoire. Mole will tag down that first player, not the kill, but he doesn't get damaged in the process, so that's at least good for this T side. But the time ticking away, this is deja vu to the previous round, because they are just leaving it way too late. Infused need to hurry up and hit a site. It's clear that it's B, but they are, again, taking way too long. Sliggy trying to create a distraction over towards the A site. Luz doesn't even know. He's not even checking, not even holding the right angle. Sliggy's out on the default plant spot, and Luz is just going to rotate without having any knowledge. Sliggy, a 1D onto Destru. That's huge. And now, Venatores, they may focus on this A site a little bit too much, but Neeks, this is huge. He holds down this B site. He's going to be able to take down another player as well. Cryptics does trade, and Minio, having to at least defend from this headshot angle, gets himself one. That's a round in the bag for Venatores. Nothing Mole can do here, and it is going to be Venatores to equalise it back into 9-9. But Infused, I like what they had there. Sliggy getting that pick. If Neeks wasn't in such an aggressive position, that round could have definitely gone to Infused. However, it is going to go back the way of the Polish players, and now Infused having to go for this Veliko, giving away the 10th round to Venatores. Couple of P250s, couple of Glocks, bit of a fast A push. We have 2 CTs in defending positions, Destru and Luz. Also a fast rotation available for Dark, who's over in middle. And it's going to be Luz to take this first fight. They walk out, he taps out the first, goes to follow up, but he has to back off here. Smooya actually going to get an entry there with his P250. Dark trades out Cryptics. I'm going to be denied as well. They try and plant towards that safe box, but still Luz trying to throw out the nade. Plant goes down. That's all Infused needed, considering they really didn't invest anything into this round. Anything else is just going to be icing on the cake. Smooya holds down for some more. There's another one. There's another one. This is Smooya for you, ladies and gentlemen, but Neeks will eventually trade things out. Puts it back into another round for Venatores. But how is Smooya allowed 3 kills there with a P250? Either way, bomb went down, and so that's perfect for Infused. They can buy up into this, and spicy stuff. We've got the SG553 going to be thrown over. I'm not sure if that was a purpose buy, but Boaster, I mean, I have seen Boaster pick it up before. I don't know, though, if it's a purpose buy. That's the thing, because it was dropped over by Smooya. But then again, Boaster didn't have enough money for it, so yeah, it must have been a purpose buy, right? Otherwise he wouldn't have bought it. Otherwise he wouldn't have dropped it. But regardless, bit of aggression from Neeks, caught out from Mole. The AWP not working out. Some CTs trying to push back up into middle, up into B, sorry, but it's not going to be happening. Boaster holding on to middle, and this is actually a really good angle to use it. This gun would be perfect on the CT side. The AUG's kind of a bit garbage, but the SG, great on the CT side if you can pick it up. However, if you hold an angle, especially over towards mid, Boaster could make it work. Venatores, though, they are down a man. They're yet to really push up and try and refrag things out, but Infused in the meantime going to be heading back towards this A site for a bit of a push going their way. They have it coming through. Luz is going to be holding on with the M4 towards that forklift, lands himself one as well, peeks back into the squeaky door, but the Molotov is denying a push. Smooya unable to get a pick. This double off on the T side probably not turning into be the best idea now as the time starts to tick away and they need these entries, and this is not the entry gun when you have two of them. Smooya and Mole both combining. Mole will hit the shot though. It's going to be Dark rotating back onto the site. Luz is still here over on forklift. They need to get this entry. Smooya spots him out, but Luz just playing the angle. Mole, nice pre-fire shot there, gonna land it. Spray through the smoke from Minio, unable to connect, and they don't know Dark is here. This is massive. If he could drop the bomb with just a low amount of time left, this could be pretty big. He peeks out, tags out on the first. What's he doing? He doesn't take down the first kill though. At least he drops a bomb with a teaser. So many of them, and they're going to be able to overrun him as well. I'm not too sure what he was doing there. He tags Boaster, attempting that headshot, but he misses it, and then denies the bomb plant at least, which is the most important factor. But at the end of the day, Infused do pick up that round, and a 10 rounds on this T side now. As Venatores, their money pretty dire here. They pick up 3 in a row, but because of how costly those rounds were, if you look how many players they lost, they're not going to be able to maintain a solid TT economy, meaning this, well, I was about to say force, but I guess quasi would be the best word for it. It's going to be coming out for the CT side. Oh, no, Siggy. Oh, dear. Dirty. Takes down Dark. Man advantage are the way of Infused as you would like to expect, although Neeks, he's going to be able to trade things. Oh, I'm not even catching these kills. What is happening? 3 going the way of Venatores. They secure 2 guns because of it as well. At least we have Cryptics on the site to wreak some havoc. But the AK is going to be, or this SG, sorry, going to be set up. We have Mole now trying to clutch us out. A 1v3. Pistol out, but Bok Luz. He's going to be able to find it. 3 kills that round. I didn't catch anything. Apologies for that. But what can you even say to that? Venatores with a quasi going to make it work after losing the first player. Well, Infused, they're forcing things up. They've got a couple of AKs, they've got a few pistols as well to work with, a bit of utility, but nothing too massive. Cryptics got the only smoke left of the T side as well. And Venatores with a very formidable buy coming up into their hands. So a difficult one for Infused to come out of. That's the thing with this force buy, it could come back to haunt them later in the map. But Infused setting up towards this A site. Are only 2 defenders. Dark's going to be spotted out by Slicky there, but look at the HP already on Infused. 3 of them tagged up quite heavily, you know, at least 50 pretty much on all of them. And now they'll be setting up. We have these close angles though from Destru, and this is going to be perfect. Although he gets flashed out, now they know where he is. He's going to be able to at least spray down this first, but Boaster not going to be connected on. Mole takes him down. Luz towards the back of the site, going to get a return as well, but Smooya will eventually drop him after 1. Dark denying it though. 2 more kills. He turns back onto the highway there, but Sliggy's going to be aware of that. Takes him down. And now 2v2 in play. Infused can definitely make this work, but it's still going to be Venatores coming in for the retake with a high amount of utility as well. Double Molotov first going out towards the back of the site. They are going to be forced into different positions. That Molly is going to spread to Sliggy as well, so he has to get aggressive here. He can't back off, and Minio is going to get caught out in the open. Neeks now last man standing, but Smooya, it's nothing for him. Walls aren't the real thing. He tags him down, gets the headshot, and Infused 11 rounds on the board. They're still in this to win it. But now pistols up for Venatores. They've worked with this before. They can probably do it again, but this time it's a little weaker. The Deagles are going to be out at least, but the armour less prevalent on their side. Infused setting up for this mid play. A couple of players in their positions, but you can see Venatores have kind of stacked this B site with 3 players in position. Neeks is also in an angle that he can rotate towards B fairly easily, but instead going back towards A. Destru clearing the A main, and there we go. That's it. The issue, if you don't hold a default, Venatores, they can now fully rotate back towards B, knowing this is going to be a full commitment here. They have 3 players on the site, or just outside at least. And the flash going in, we have the entries. Mole coming in through the vents. Cryptics and Smooya got to be opening things up. There's still one more on the site though. They haven't cleared out Dark, and he's going to be a pretty instrumental player. But Cryptics denying him. Another kill away of Infused, and 2 remaining here for Venatores as they try and get back into this round. It's looking like no eco kills are going to be going their way. This is good from Infused, not giving away any rifles. And chasing down the last one as Neeks is caught out over in the CT spawn towards that upper angle. Holding out and waiting, but Smooya, he's wise to the game. He's going to have to clear this one, and he will. Headshot comes in, another wallbang, and Infused 12 rounds to 11. It's going to be the AWP on Neeks this time. 4 rifles as well, apart from the SMG on Destru and Infused. They're setting up for what looks like a fast A-taker. I like this. It's going to catch off guard. They're not going to be expecting this, and with only Destru on the site, they're not prepared at all. Minio's already rotating on through, but they found themselves on the default plant spot. Destru just straight up caught out. Boaster gets that kill, and now Luz and Minio, the only 2 players close to refrag. Slinky denying another. Minio should be gifted a 3-1 though, as Slinky's caught with low HP, but it's still a 2 versus 4, as Boaster, he capitalizes with another. It's all on Minio now. Neeks has already gone for that save, and Minio, he is going to be alone. I did hiccup, don't hate. Nixo gets one on the exit towards 8. That's not too much of a loss. Infused keeping 3 rifles. That's the most important part. You can't really let go of more than 3 if you want to have a great economy at least and start to build it up. If you just have to rebuy 3 rifles every time, it's going to be very, very hard to keep it going. But regardless, the round going to Infuse 13 to 11. They are securing this first map in the for the time being at least, and it should be able to capitalise continuing on this, considering Venatores are going to be able to give up another round with only 2 weapons and 2 saved weapons and 3 pistols coming into this. So a couple of P250s, a USP as well, and a bit of armour on Luz. I don't know why he's got USP and armour. Oh, that's a bad Molotov. How did that happen? It was perfect. The Mole unable to connect. He still redeems himself with that entry frag. Minio caught out. It's going to be one of the 2 saved rifles out of the hands of Venatores, and Infused with control over the B site once again. Boaster getting aggressive post plant, trying to catch out, but there's still this AWP in the hands of Neeks, and Destru walking into the hands of Mole. That's another one in his favour. Neeks has to hold on to this AWP though, bring it into the buy round. Luz has nothing to lose in terms of committing. He only has armour, and Boaster going to take down Neeks as well over towards that CT spawn as well. So Luz going down, Smooya finds him, and Infused 14 rounds. It's looking like they're going to be heading through to the quarterfinals. Now, this is the important round. Venatores, do they leave a gun in spawn? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. It's an M4, so maybe they just didn't want to play with it, but could have been a communication issue, you don't know. Again, if Venatores pick this one up, it's not over. They could start to bring it back, although Infused have a bit of money for some, for some buys as well, if they do start to lose out on rounds. At the end of the day, Venatores, they're only a couple off equalising this one. Neeks is going to peek out, and that's almost a pick with the AWP as well. There's a close player then. Mole going to be looking for that entry, but he gets caught out from the site from Minio. That's the first kill going the way of the CT side, and yes, Neeks, he will miss a key shot, but Minio will at least come back in for this Polish team, and the bomb still dropped outside of B, so Infused going to back off and retreat that one. It's Cryptics not wanting to commit towards B anymore after losing their first player, with no damage in return as well. Infused though setting up towards this B site is looking like towards this A site is looking likely. They have a player up in Squeaky. They have a bit of mid control it seems like, and they may just try and split up highway here. Although Dark's going to deny the first 2, just as I was about to point out on the map. He takes down the first couple of players in mid here for Infused. And as I said, this is such an important round. If Venatores pick this up, they can definitely come back in with a win. So Infused, they really do have to be worried about this one. It's unlikely they're going to be able to pick up the pieces of this round, but let's see how it goes at least. Bot is going to be playing, or Luz is going to be playing that close angle. Dark takes down the next, and Luz following up onto Cryptics as well. So Venatores, 12 rounds on the board. Infused, as I said, still able to buy, but it's only going to be a couple more before we see that eco. And yeah, so looking at this economy, right, say Infused lose the next 2 rounds and it goes to 14-14, they will only have 3.4k for the final round, and then plus bomb plant and kill money and save money from previous rounds. So I mean, yeah, no, they should have a buy for the rest of the game regardless of what happens. Assuming they get a bomb plant, that is. The fast mid play, Boaster catches out one through the smoke. That's going to be Dark coming into contact with. Man advantage now for the side of Infused. And oh, that's good. Minio goes down. Boaster hits the second shot, but there's still one more on the site next. He needs to hit his shot this time. He goes in, but Boaster, that's 3. And that is just going to be the B site completely opened up here for Infused. They can send all their players in towards that. And Destro and Luz, they just need to fully save, but Boaster, he's going for the ace. He denies a 4th. Does eventually get refragged, but you can see Smooth doesn't want Luz to save onto this AWP. He still is going to be aware of the situation, takes on another kill, and now it will be a 1v3, but Infused, I mean, they should have this bomb down on the site. They should have the round in the bag, and Luz, he shouldn't be committing to this one by any means. But the bomb ticking away here for Infused. It's going to be the round secured. Luz is looking for some X's over towards CT. Otherwise, he would just probably go towards Squeaky, considering he was on the clear side of A. But he's sitting very in the open. The issue is that this is a good position in the sense that obviously you can catch out a free kill. No one's going to check that as you run in. You're likely going to be focusing on this side and unlikely to check on the close angle. But the issue is that two of them rush him. He'll get one, and the second will be able to trade. However, it won't matter. All of Infused saving over towards T-spawn. Save a position to do so as well. And there will be their round to take. 15. It's looking like the win is going to be very, very close ahead. Because that's a reset as well. Look at the money. Venatores have nothing. It's going to be the last-ditch effort buy from Venatores. They've got the 4 rifles up. We have a bit of lag. Please don't continue as we see a fast push up into the B main here from the CTs. And Mole and Sliggy just decimate the opponents. It's 2 kills. Now 3 as Mole finds another. It's Destro to try and trade, but Smooya says no. All on Neeks and out of nowhere. Infused. They're going to be taking this first map. They're going to be heading into the quarterfinals now to join the rest of the teams already making it through. And Neeks, nothing found from him. Smoothie's going to clean it up from the CT spawn, and that will be it. Infused, they take it. What a map. Not something we really expected to be in such dominant fashion as well. It wasn't even down to the 16-14 like many people assumed, and Infused definitely